Class 7, Measurement of voltage, current and power in a single phase AC circuit. So you have ammeter, voltmeter and wattmeter here. Current range is 10 amperes. Voltage range is 300 volts. Wattmeter, it has again voltage same. Wattmeter will have both the ranges because power is proportional to voltage and current. So ammeter is used to measure current, voltmeter is used to measure voltage, wattmeter is used to measure watts or power, electric power. Single phase lamp load is used. And DPST switch. These are DPST switches, double pole single throw. Regarding switches, it is explained in the instruction classes. You can refer there. Now, first we will do the circuit diagram. See, ammeter has two terminals. Voltmeter has two terminals. Wattmeter has four terminals because it is product of voltage and current. So it has to intake current as well as voltage. In ammeter, there will be one coil called as current coil, but we don't call it as a current coil because it is understood. If you can also say no problem, you can say current coil, no problem, but usually no one will say like that because it is ammeter is used only for measuring current. Voltmeter coil is also called as potential coil or voltage coil. Now, a wattmeter will have two coils. See, in ammeter, when we write just A, and when for voltmeter, we write just V. We don't write show here coil because there is only one coil. There is no confusion there. Certainty is there. But when you write wattmeter, you write W and then you write MLCV, CC, current coil and potential coil. Both are shown there because series connection should go to, see, series connection. This is series or loop connection. This is the loop connection from supply to load via current coil. Load like this, one lamp, second lamp, third, fourth. As soon as you switch on, more lamps will become on. Potential coil will be similar to voltmeter. So voltmeter is connected across the circuit parallel or across the load or supply. So this potential coil is also connected between upper and lower branch. Now MLCV, you can remember easily. M means to main side, L means load side, common means which is to be connected to M. There is you are connecting current coil and potential coil together, and that is C, and V means voltage. In the wattmeter, you will have voltage terminals. So connect like this, select 300 volts in the wattmeter, and for 10 amperes, you have to select like this. In the wattmeter, you will see four terminals, 1, 1, 2, 2. These are metal plates, small straps, you can say. When you loosen these two screws, actually there will be four screws, one, two, three, four. Okay, when you this you can remove, and both of these will come like this. Lower current range means half current, 5 amperes. Higher, if you configure like this, you will get higher current, 10 amperes. It can be 5, 10, or 10 ampere, 20 ampere, 15, 30, like that. In our laboratory, what you use has range 5 ampere or 10 ampere. Means lower 5, higher 10. Since we are going to apply some around 6, 7 amperes maximum current, you have to select 10 ampere current range. Otherwise, wattmeter will get destroyed. Current coil will get destroyed. Because if you select 5 ampere here and pass 6, 7 amperes, this will get overheated and get burnt. So always you should make sure that range of instruments is more than the range of load or supply. If you are drawing 8 amperes, the instrument should be able to carry more than 8 amperes, at least some extent, or at least 8 amperes. We are applying here 230 volts, so we have range here 300 volts. Right, initially you will keep the switches open, supply switch and load switch open, then do all the connections, because while doing connections, switches should be open, otherwise it is risk for the operator, 100% risk. Then do the connections, right, then keep all the lamp switches off. Now the circuit is ready for operation. Then see, for these connections, this wire, this wire, this wire, this wire, these four wires can be thin wires, because current flowing here will be very much less. Here more current will flow, because load current is flowing here. Load current means current through the bulb. This current, ammeter current, flows through the bulb. Voltmeter does not have through connection to the bulb. It has separate, it has across. See, voltmeter current does not flow through bulb. It is like this. See, like this. Again, PC current, it is goes like this. This current has no connection with the bulb. Whereas whatever current flows through the bulb, it will pass here. You can connect ammeter here, or here, or here, or here, or here, or here, or here, anywhere in the series path. Similarly, current coil also you can connect here, or here, or here, or here, wherever you can connect. The only thing is, it should be in series with the load. For example, say you are hmm, putting a valve, okay, tap in the pipe from tank, okay, supply tank to your load, say bathroom. You can put the tap anywhere at that point or in between, wherever you can. Same current will flow, same water flow will flow throughout the pipe. So ammeter or current coil of wattmeter you can place anywhere else. Similarly, voltmeter and PC of wattmeter you can connect anywhere in parallel. You can connect voltmeter between this and this, or between here and here, or here, or here, or one wire here and another wire here. See this terminal here, this terminal here. This also you can connect C here, V here. Anyhow, you need not bother. You do just as given in the circuit. Okay, initially everything will be open, switches will be open. Now we are beginning to do the experiment. Close S1 and then S2. Switch on few lamps. Initially say switch on 3 lamps, because for if you just switch on one lamp, the reading will be very much less difficult to note down, observe. So initially switch on 2 or 3 lamps, better 3 or at least 2. Note that as you close on S1, voltmeter will give reading. If voltmeter does not give reading, it means there is some loose connection. Just check whether you have inserted or connected the supply terminals, supply wires properly. Right. As soon as the voltmeter gives the reading, you can switch on the bulbs. Switch on 2 or 3 lamps. Now ammeter and wattmeter also will show the reading. Note down the values in the table. Voltmeter, ammeter and wattmeter. Next, switch on one more lamp. Voltmeter reading will remain same or slightly variation will be there, whereas ammeter and wattmeter will reading will increase proportionately as you switch on the lamp, because as you switch on the load, ammeter and wattmeter will get loaded, voltmeter will not get loaded, because voltmeter does not carry lamp load, whereas ammeter and current coil of wattmeter carry the load current. So next one lamp, so fourth lamp, next reading. Fifth lamp, another reading. Sixth lamp, one more set of readings. Seventh, eighth lamp. Initially, you switch on 3 lamps for the first reading. After that, one lamp is enough. You can switch any number of lamps as you wish. Why simply waste energy? And also, you will get more heat there and sweat. Right. Here, while noting down the wattmeter reading, you have to take care of multiplier constant. Multiplier or constant. Wattmeter constant, which is also called as wattmeter multiplier. Both are same. Okay, both are same. So wattmeter constant, it is given by V selected into I selected into cos phi by FSR. In your syllabus, in your meter, it will be V selected is C, what is it is 300 volts and 10 amperes. I is 10. So it will be 300 into 10 into this is UPF wattmeter. UPF means unity power factor. Unity power factor wattmeter. LPF means low power factor wattmeter. Low power factor. Okay. I will erase this because there is no need of writing so much in the examination. So I will erase this in the manual. More of this will be said in theory and or instruction class. Because if I write here more in the manual, for the examination also you will have to write more. Okay. For UPF wattmeter, cos phi is 1. Unity 1. And then what is called as full scale reading. See, full scale reading means in the display, what is the maximum value? Say 100 ohms. See, here for example, See, in this voltmeter, you have 5000 is the full scale reading. Full 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000, 5000. So this 5000 is the full scale reading or full scale deflection. Means when the needle starts from 0, this is 0. This is full scale. What is the full scale value? See, this is the wattmeter. Figure is not clear here. So in the laboratory, what you use is 1500. Okay. So we will write here 1500. So you will get here as 2. Means what reading you get in wattmeter, you should multiply it by 2. Here you may get 220 or 230 or around 200. If you switch on 3 lamps, here you will get around, in the I column, here you will get around 2.4 amperes, because each lamp will take around zero point 0.8 amperes. Because you see, I'll write here P is equal to V by I. Sorry, I is equal to P by V. Current is equal to power by voltage. We have 200 watt bulb there in our laboratory and 230 volt ratings. All the bulbs are 230 volts ratings. So this will come around 0.85 or zero point 0.8 say. So let us say 0.8 amperes for one lamp. Okay, I'll erase this now. So for 3 lamps, initially you will switch on 3 lamps. So you will get around 2.4 volts, 2.4 amperes. You will write here. And wattmeter will now give reading, say some around 400 volts, 400. But it will show around 200. You have to multiply by 2. This is called as wattmeter constant 2. Suppose say you get 200 in the display, that is here. In the display, suppose say you got here 200, 1000. Okay, this is 500. So 200, say displays here. This will be now watts. Okay, wattmeter you are seeing. You have to multiply it by 2 to get the actual value. So right here 200 into 2 is equal to 400. Okay, like this. To write here like this. 200 into 2 is equal to 400, or say 210. If you got 210 into 2 is equal to 420. We suppose say you got something around 215 volt, it will be around 230. But if our multimeter or meters are error, it may show something around 240, 240 or even 190 also. You need not bother. You just understand. If there is too much error, then you have to bother. Current say 2.4 amperes. Now you have power is equal to 420. See, cos phi, it is not asked in your syllabus, but cos phi is equal to W by Vi. So it is equal to, if you take calculator, or say you can write here, W by Vi. W is how much? 420. So you can write here 420 divided by V into I, divided by okay, V into I. What is V? 250. 215 into 2.4. Okay, let us take this as, okay, assume that this is something 230. Okay, let us make this 230. Assume that this is 230. So this will be 460. Okay, I will make this as 460 because cos phi cannot be more than 1. So 460. Okay, now take calculator. 460 by bracket 215 into 2.4. Note that you should get around 1, or see, you should actually get around 0.95. See, in your syllabus, cos phi is not asked, but here now you are getting how much? Around 0.89, which is correct. Even if you get around 1.1, 1.2, it is correct. Actually, it is wrong, but due to meter error, you may get. So if you get here around 1, that means your readings are okay. So in your observation book, you enter this, but in your record, no need to write this column. You can erase this. In your record, when you write, you need not write this column. Okay. So this column is not required in the examination. So, but you can calculate mentally in your examination whether this becomes close to zero point 0.9 to 1.1. Actually, it should be lesser than 1, but you don't bother. So it should be close to 1. Due to meter error, actually for resistive or lamp load, we should get power factor as 1. But there is no perfect resistance in the world. Each conductor will have some inductance. So lamp also will have some inductance. So we will get power factor slightly lesser than 1. So 0.95 to 0.99. So actual value of cos phi should be 0.95 to 0.99. But due to errors in meter, that value may go a little bit more than 0.99 or come a little bit more lesser than 0.95. So you may get values between zero point 0.8 to 1.2, whatever it is. That is okay for your level because you belong to other branch, not electrical branch. But if you get something around zero point 0.5 or 2, 3 here, that means what you have taken reading here is wrong, or multiplier m you have not considered, etc., etc. Okay, I will erase this here now. Fine. So this is regarding LPF wattmeter is used for inductive and capacitive loads. It is not required for you, but you should know for Viva. Hence, I will show it in the other classes. What is LPF wattmeter? Fine. Rest that's all. See, for current range, you have to do this selection. For voltage ranges, you need not bother. Uh, that is mentioned in the wattmeter voltage terminal itself, V. You need not write this figure for examination. Here I have written. Okay.